Put your seatbelts on. So, hello, friends and family. Thank you so much for joining us today. We always appreciate your support. And whether you're new to this or part of our Thrive in 2025 transformation, or if you've been here for a while, thank you for being here. My name's Allison, and I've been a part of Purium's superfood journey and lifestyle for a little over a year. I started back in August of 2023, and it's one of the best things I've ever done in my life, not only for myself, but definitely for my family. So, I, the list is endless of the things that I've experienced from my own expansion. But just to give you a couple of bullet points, I started this nutrition and the business at the same time back in August of 2023. And I was going through a bit of mom depletion, meaning I just didn't have a lot of energy. Was kind of scraping through my days. I have two young kids, and then we have a third child who's in her 20s. So parenting is super challenging, very rewarding, but I didn't have a lot of extra pep. And then when I started bringing these superfoods into my daily routine, I had a routine, and self-care has been a part of my life for a long time, but never at this level before. I just saw a huge change in not only my energy from the get-go, but my endurance, then my mental clarity, my emotional balance. I am in no way trying to sound like healed or holy or self-righteous, but it's just I've reached a point in my life where I'm really coming into myself of loving the woman that I am, who I'm becoming, and then that love also transfers outwards. So I also wanted to just take a minute to celebrate all of us for coming here to this call, for taking the time out of our days, because there's a bunch of other places we could be at this moment, and sharing this space with you means a lot to me. So I want to open this call with a couple of minutes just to breathe, fully arrive here, be with each other, and then I'll lead you into a quote, which I really think will tie into everything that we're going to do here for the next however many minutes. So just give yourself a chance to fully arrive, be present, be open to the information that we'll exchange with each other. And then the quote that I'd love to lead off with is, love is the infinite delight in another person's well-being. So I wanted to lead with this because however you have found yourself to this call or to this message, and for me, it is a call, what I'm doing in my life right now. It is, I'd like to believe that we're all led here by love. So if someone has shared this link with you to share something with you that is transforming their lives, I believe it's because they think it could do the same thing for you. And so many of you may be currently on the superfood transformation with us, but for those of you who are brand new to this, we're going to go over the program in a little bit more detail. So I'm going to start by saying that this is not a diet. I think people need to know that because diets don't work long term. This program will help you reset your system, nourish, balance, and repair your gut health, balance out your hormones, improve your energy, help you have better sleep, and reduce joint pain. I think anyone can benefit from at least one, if not all of these things, right? So I don't know about you, but I'm looking for things in my life, relationships that are sustainable. So I believe that's what we are doing here with food. So, how does this work? The program has 2 meal replacements a day. You only have to worry about making 1 meal a day and having healthy snacks on hand, plenty of those. So, to say that this simplified your life is quite an understatement. The meal replacements consist of gut support, high quality protein, power shake or dark berry, and special pre and probiotics that are scientifically proven to remove pesticides and herbicides from the system. So, let me show you. You're going to get, if you go this route, I got one of these over here. You're going to get a box in the mail, or if you happen to know somebody like me, you might get to have one handed to you in person. Within the box is everything to make your life easier. So we're going to start with the power shake. The power shake, just add water, shake it up. People often see me traveling with something like this. And it's incredibly convenient. It's gluten-free, it's delicious, it's simple. It's the equivalent nutritionally to six microgreen salads. It's also vegan. So I don't know about you, but I don't ever have the time to wash and chop six microgreen salads. Pretty much ever in my day, but definitely not at the busy times of my day, which is morning, afternoon, which is where I fit these shakes in. But you can have this all contained within this bag, and these are home compostable, which is why I really love this. So a few things I love about this is that this increases the hormone adiponectin, and the bitters help decrease cravings and addiction issues. The other common shake you can get with the ULT, and ULT stands for the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. Sounds like big words, but it's not. It's true. So the dark berry protein. This is a unique formula that creates a significant impact on your body, brain, and blood vessels. It supports collagen, memory, focus, and healthy blood pressure, all the while satisfying your hunger in a nutritious way. Fruits and herbs are the basis of our cellular survival. Our dark berry is yet another offering from nature's apothecary, carefully crafted and created to transformationally change your body. Your, the protein, here we go, is called Superamino 23. It was designed by an Italian doctor whose patients were comatose, and he needed something so their muscles wouldn't atrophy while they were bedridden. This protein has an extremely high absorption rate of 99.9% that doesn't strain your kidneys the way complex protein does. It also tightens your skin and builds lean muscle. Gut support comes in the shape of this small package. So this is called Biomedic. This helps with your body's inflammatory response. It's proven to reduce C-reactive protein by 75%. C-reactive protein is an inflammatory marker in the body. It balances and repairs the gut while removing glyphosate, which is the active ingredient in the herbicide Roundup and is linked to cancer, infertility, autoimmune, autism, dementia, gluten intolerances, and the list continues. We have so many stories of Biomedic reducing and even alleviating symptoms related to poor gut health. If you do these things twice a day, have one hearty meal and some snacks throughout, the less processed, the better your food diet is, and the more plant strong, the greater results you're going to have, as the goal is to alkalize your body. Before bed, you will have tart cherry juice. That comes in this awesome bottle, which this is helping to clean out the liver, support the kidneys, and filtering waste from the body, and support your body's healthy inflammatory response as well. Tart cherries have the highest source of naturally occurring melatonin in food. The last component is a gentle parasite cleanse. So this is something to help with mold, yeast overgrowth. Anyone can do this unless you're breastfeeding or pregnant. If you are, we can swap this out with cracked cell chlorella, which is a powerful blood builder and supports a healthy cell growth and function. So that's the program. I mean, the box looks like this. Now my box is messy. But I don't know if I even talked about this. You get a free travel blender. And so this makes something, once again, that has all of these components of health really streamlined, really fast, efficient, and therefore, for someone like me, effective because I will use it. It makes my life easier. So it's a program. It's simple. It's convenient. You'll love it. And we have various programs to fit specific needs. So getting back to the person who invited you to this call to discuss your specific goals and how they can support you with any add-ons to meet those. It's a give and take relationship that you will have with the person who leads you to this beautiful natural solution. So the more communication, the more supportive we can be to you and your process, your growth, your expansion. Our program also qualifies for HSA/FSA reimbursement. So you can talk to the person who led you to this call and also see how that money can pay for the products in this box. Okay, so this is the open back and forth part of the call where we would like to hear from everybody here to, communicate what is so beautiful and special about what we're doing here. I'd love to hear about your wins, big and small, and we absolutely want to welcome everyone's voice here in this space to share. So who's got their camera on would mind sharing a quick little story about their experience? Please raise your hand virtually, or if you want to wave at me on the screen. As a reminder, let's do short 2-minute shares or less so we can make sure we can get around to as many people as possible. And let's make sure we don't say heal or reverse, because we're not here to diagnose anybody, but we are here to hold a very enlightened, uplifted space. So, Renee.
Hello. So I've been doing the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation since September officially. And when I started, I'm coming from a lifestyle of already eating all organic, having been in health for 20 years. So it wasn't new to me necessarily to be doing healthy things, but the quality and the purity of these products has taken my health to a complete other level, to the point where I keep going, can this keep getting better? Because it's so good. And so coming into this, I was holding on to some weight. I have two boys, 3 and 7. And I believe it was partially related to inflammation in the body and also related to gut health, which is something that my whole life I have struggled with my gut health. I took tons of antibiotics as a kid and just always struggled with digestion. I've had IBS and spastic colon and something I've always struggled with. And the Biomedic has been a game changer. Not to give too many details, but my bowel movements are amazing now. And my digestion is incredible. I'm actually absorbing nutrients now. I totally feel like so much more energized, and I'm taking the supplements and I'm feeling so good. I've lost 15 pounds that I was holding on to. Yes, and it didn't happen right away. It's so interesting how the adaptogens work with the body. It's like things happened first, and I kept going, well, I'm not really losing weight yet. And then all of a sudden, boom, like in the last couple of months, it just came off. And I haven't done anything differently. It's just staying dedicated to the lifestyle transformation and doing my 2 shakes a day, which I have to say is a game changer. Because in the beginning, I tried just doing one, and two was like a whole other level. So yes, the 2 shakes a day, and then taking on my supplements and the cherry at night and the parasite cleanse, which was very smooth, and it didn't throw me off. I could go to work. So yeah, the list could really go on and on. I could talk forever on how I feel, but those are just some of the highlights of the things I've experienced so far.
Those are good highlights. Wow. Thanks, Renee. My boys are 3 and 7 too. So I love that you're a busy mom. You're doing this. I know you have a business and the way that you can fold this into your life and also make adjustments. If I'm feeling I'm going to go for 1 shake a day and then something told you I'm going to bump it up and then you felt a change in your results too. And I love that you spoke to the consistency. Like for
Hmm.
me, I'm sorry, I forgot to share this part, but you get paperwork. I'm not a person who likes paperwork, but I see the value in it. But whoever needs help with accountability, more deep dive info, I mean, you can get a tracker. For me, I just would top this thing off and put it on my fridge just so I could learn a routine and rhythm because I know, like, so if you're a mom, Renee, of two, or I know there's a lot of caretakers in the world right now. If you're taking care of someone else, we often tend to forget to take care of ourselves. So I know for me, this helped become a reminder daily, like, hey, check in with yourself. Have you drank enough water? What are you eating? And so to relieve my mom brain of how do I need to feed myself, freed me up a lot more to the rest of my projects, my goals, my dreams in front of me. And then I was getting the very best fuel. that was helping me power into all those other channels of expression in my life. So thank you for speaking to that. And thank you for sharing that huge win. Was weight loss even a goal of yours?
Um, Initially, no, it wasn't. I wasn't really expecting to, and I knew that I was holding on to some weight for sure. And I would have liked it, but I wasn't like set out to do it. So it's been a really nice surprise. I feel confident in my body for the first time since having kids. So that's pretty big. If you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, yes. I have heard that weight is waste. And I don't mean that as like a body type thing, but inflammation when we're carrying around, if you think about it like packages or suitcases, you really want to carry around all that extra baggage, or would you mind dropping some of that so it could free you up a little bit more? So yeah, thank you so much for that share, Renee. Okay, Amber, what's up?
Yeah, thank you. Awesome share, Renee. So I've been on the superfood nutrition for 2 years, and initially when I began, I saw like my brain fog gone, and my blood sugars. I'm a type 1 diabetic, so my blood sugars got really balanced and leveled through this process. And when I did the super cleanser the first time, it really is like a gentle detox, but it hit me like emotionally. And so that's one thing that I was like not expecting. So really going deep into the emotions and just really honestly just finding myself and taking layers off of just crap. So and then here recently I've been on the ULT the whole entire time, but tried a different protocol, a different pack. Um and my skin had felt hydrated through that whole 2 years, and I actually stopped using moisturizer altogether, and I have dry skin. And here with this new pack that I started in January, um I feel my skin so much more nourished, even further. And like I'm going up to everybody, said, feel my skin. It's just like baby soft. And my dry skin in my legs and everything is completely gone. So really excited, especially in the harsh winter. I'm not having the constant itching or anything like that. So really excited about that.
Sure. Thank you, Amber. So Renee asked in the chat, which package are you talking about for the extra skin
So
support?
I'm doing the signature collagen pack. And the Bio Relax and Bio Regen are amazing. I sleep even deeper than I did with just the apothecary. I was sleeping great with the apothecary, but I'm even sleeping deeper with the Bio Relax, which I really love.
Thank you for sharing on that. I love that you went there to the emotional side of things because, everything that we consume, sure, food, water, all of it is going to affect our internal chemistry, but even the energy that we're consuming around us, meaning the company we keep, the environments we're traveling through. And so, absolutely feeling a huge shift in the emotional world, hopefully for the better, maybe unlocking some things to get freed up. And for me, like I started in August, and then, my husband was kind of like, "What are you doing? What's this stuff?" And when we met, he was kind of on this spectrum, and I was a little bit on the healthier side. We meet in the middle. And so, of course, he scoffing at me as I started this nutrition. And then he's starting to look around and try and steal a little bit from me. I'm like, dude, why don't you get your own? And so he jumped into doing the nutrition for himself, and our relationship got better because everybody was a little bit more in tune with each other, with themselves, first and foremost. Therefore, we can connect differently. So I really love that you spoke to that. So thank you for going there for us. Uh, and so interesting. Parasite cleanse. You think that was the turning point on that? Very cool. Yeah, mood is affected, the emotional world, totally. So thank you, Renee and Amber and Jordan. What's up?
I started on the ULT back in the beginning of December of last year, and my original reason was for my son, who has been struggling with eczema for about 6 years. And we'll start with him. The first 7 days of taking the apothecary, he slept through the night 5 times out of 7. And the other two were just getting up and coming in bed with us. And that was like, I mean, that's probably how many times he slept through the night in 6 years. So that was huge, getting that deep rest. And there's been other improvements with him as well. He's feeling comfortable in his own skin and participating in our homeschool groups, and speaking in front of people, talking to other people. So that's been incredible. For myself, I went into sepsis when I was 24 years old. After having my first son, they accidentally gave me the MMR vaccine. And ever since then, I have not felt like myself. I felt like I literally aged in the hospital over those 2 or 3 weeks, probably 20 plus years. I felt like I'd kind of given up on myself. My gut health deteriorated from all the antibiotics they gave me. Um, Never really had my energy back. My breathing like was limited. So anyway, since then, since starting, my energy has come back, my confidence. I'm pushing myself, exercising wise, and finding that I'm stronger and have more energy, and I'm able to breathe through it all without like huffing and puffing, which is incredible. So yeah, lots of improvements here, and really looking forward to what's to come. So thank you.
Thank you, Jordan. No, I love that you spoke to Apothecary, which is one of my favorite products, game changers. So back to having young kids, I've had mom sleep for several years to where like any little, it's kind of my it's biology, any little sound that I would hear, I'd kind of wake up. And when I started drinking the Apothecary before bed, game changer, like deep sleep, waking up feeling more rested. And I love how you spoke to the becoming an athlete again, coming back to your body. That's literally what happened for me too. My oldest son is 7, and I got pregnant with him years ago, and I really just wasn't using my body like the machine it is for a really long time. And so starting this nutrition August of 2023 led me back into a space, the gym where I met Amy the other day, for the first time ever, tending to my physical body again. And you talked about endurance and breath and all of that, like started using this vehicle again to the capacity that it's really meant for, to help me go live my life, not something that's kind of being drugged through the motions. So I can completely agree with you. Yeah, I felt a lot more flexibility, not so winded. Back to the emotional, you said this word, Jordan, confidence. Absolutely. Like somewhere that inner fire lit up again for me too. So thank you so much for speaking to that.
Yeah.
All
And not
right.
feeling sore afterward. I noticed like about a month ago, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm pushing myself beyond my limits that I thought I had, these limitations, and not feeling it the next day, able to like get right back into it. It's been amazing. One other thing I did notice as far as gut health goes, I've done other detoxes over the years. And even still, like usually I like don't eat dairy because I would have like a really inflammatory response. After 7 days of being on the regimen, and I attribute it to the biomedic, I was able to have dairy with zero inflammatory response, which was huge. So yeah, I thought I'd add that in there. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I've heard a ton of testimonials. And I love that you were bringing this into your son's diet too, and he was helped, because that's another huge test too, when a parent or a mother will share this with their children to help them too. That's a ton of trust that you give us. So thank you for honoring our superfood company with trying that for your family. And then look what can happen. And so the idea is we're all coming up together, and blooming. And then you said something else I was going to speak to, but I think I lost the train of thought on that one. Yeah, it's great testimonials. Thank you for speaking to the gut health aspect as well. Um, let's see. I want to jump back into we got a little bit of a script so I can stay on target with you, because otherwise I'll just go into the sharing vortex. Um, okay, I think we hit some good shares, and at this point, is this Mary Beth when I go into the slides?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So Mary Beth's going to show some slides on the screen. Um, okay, I'm just going to recap what she shows. Go for it. Okay, so we put our quote up there one more time, and then we're just going to run through the products real quick again. And when I say products, what I'm talking about is food. This is whole foods that have been dehydrated gently via nature, meaning sunlight and wind. So the enzymes are preserved, which is what makes it still so vibrant and nutrient dense. So what we're doing is we're creating a new healthy habit, not only physically, but neurologically too. We're creating a pattern. So if we lived one way, it's going to take a little bit of time for us to learn a new skill set or a new rhythm, right? So we source all of our food from the top 1% of soil on the planet. This is through our regenerative agriculture, which is the really big conversation. So it's the healthiest fast food out there. Back to convenience, a lot of us are looking for that, but we don't have to jeopardize the integrity of the food that we're putting into our body to find this convenience, because we've made it sleek and sexy for you, like this. So it's the easiest and inexpensive way to get your fruits and vegetables. It's also a game changer for the kids. For instance, sometimes eating vegetables can be a little challenging for them because it's in a drink and it's sweetened naturally by the lohan berry, which is a little red berry, aka known as monk fruit. We're able to kind of camouflage the deep, nourishing greens by making something that tastes like a sweet, little frothy smoothie or a juice. The glyphosate solution is the game changer to remove the glyphosate from our bodies to tend to our gut health. We have some great resources. I will put them in the chat unless somebody else wants to. There are some great films called Kiss the Ground and Common Ground that are award-winning documentaries that will speak directly to the regenerative agriculture element of our company, as well as the glyphosate issue that is really prevalent in our modern day living. Let's see. Uh, so go ahead, Mary Beth, you can. We do at that last slide, we make this easy for everyone by creating a subscription if that's what somebody wants. So it can be something, thanks, Mary Beth. This is the smart order. So I don't even have to think. I just kind of set myself up for success. We create an account and then it's something that will ship directly to my home routinely. I can always make adjustments. I can cancel something. I can add, edit. And so it's really, it's smart, but it's also it's for me it's a returning back to nature, which is the foundation of how I want to live my life, but it's just done through the innovation of science and modernization. Okay, go ahead, Mary Beth. Thanks. So to hit it back on the two shakes that come in these great compostable bags, we got the Power Shake and Dark Berry. So this may help increase our energy levels, absolutely. For me, cravings, because there's a ton of data and science on green plants and what they do for us. So those addictive tendencies could be, sure, for the big things, drugs and alcohol, or how about the biggest drug out there, sugar, right? So a lot of people are reaching for things unconsciously, but when we are cellularly nourished, something happens internally to our body where the body starts to light up, make different decisions. So this could help with burning fat, satisfying hunger. For dark berry, this may help with focus, concentration. I mean, mental acuity is a real thing. I noticed a huge shift in myself for this. Memory, vascular integrity, heart health, healthy glucose levels. So I think there's a lot less of us getting hangry. So when we're being satisfied and taken care of, go ahead, Mary Beth. Super amino 23. So this may help create, this is now passively. This is why I love these. And I also I take these first thing in the morning upon awakening with a quart of lemon water. And then when I finish my workout Monday through Friday, I pop 5 aminos because that's what my body is craving is those aminos. So I don't necessarily reach for a protein drink right after a workout. I go to these aminos. So this is to passively build lean muscle while passively burning fat. This is also that beautiful Amber's talking about her skin elasticity, so tight skin. Um, and this is also improving our mental function. Go ahead. A biomedic, this may help detoxify the glyphosate up to 75% from our bodies, bloating, digestion, healthy immune response, and reducing the C-reactive protein in our body, which is the biomarker for inflammation. All right, Mary Beth. Apothecary. So this may help deepen our sleep, combat free radical damage, healthy skin, healthy inflammatory response, reducing pain. I know it does a lot of cleansing, I believe, of the kidneys and the liver. Go ahead, Maribeth. And it tastes really good too. Another thing on the apothecary, my kids love it. We all drink it, but it's a great thing to add if we have like soda water. I don't give my kids soda, but we have a little soda maker, and then we'll add in some cherry, and we got cherry soda. So they love that. So Super Cleanser may help with healthy bowel function, reducing toxins and buildup, eliminating parasites, mold, yeast, and fungus. Or if you're someone who is pregnant or nursing, like I was when I started, cracked cell chlorella. It's a powerful blood builder. It's supporting healthy cell growth and function. And now this is a product I love so much. I'm just taking it daily because the more green that I can get into my diet, I feel like the better. It's also my kids would chew on it sometimes, and it's another way to sneak in some greens with kids if they're game for it. Go. Okay, next slide. So if you pick the ULT and any add-ons that will best support your goals, then you're able to really customize how you want this box to best serve you. So this is through enhancing your energy, big picture, sleep support, immune support, collagen, balanced weight, performance, brain health. So, I really think that the possibilities are endless with this. So make sure that you talk to whoever brought you to this call to see if you have HSA or FSA available to you, and then you can tailor what you'd like your program to be. And then I think at this point, yeah. So I mean, we're going to show you when you buy a box, the the standard box is around 380 for 30 days. Every product that you're looking at is grouped into 30-day increments. So it's a 90-day program that we set up because ideally you want to give your body time to acclimate as well as the mind to pick up a new routine. So when you take 30 $380 and divide that by 30, you're coming out to just under $13 a day. And so what we've done here is we created a little example of you could spend $13 a day nourishing yourself as well as supporting a company that's really mission based and has a ton of integrity in the food that it's making, but not only in how we make in the food that we're making, but it's how we make it, the sustainability that we create through our practices. So you could go buy a Chipotle burrito, you could grab some Whole Foods green juice that may or may not be organic, definitely not to the standards that we have. Or you could get yourself a falafel crunch bowl. I'm sure you could get a lot of, actually not that much McDonald's, but so you can get one meal maybe over here, or you could be feeding yourself breakfast and lunch, streamlining your busy times of the day, keeping you light and bright because we have very low caloric ratio in opposed or in addition to the high nutritional content that's provided. So this is kind of the comparison that we can show you just off the cuff. And then what I'm going to do right now is share a recipe. Every call, we do this every Thursday, so you're going to see someone different from our team lead. But so what I want to tell you about today is something that I do for myself twice a day. So when I started the ULT back in August of 2023, I was doing the protocol of a pink shake, the dark berry protein, and a green shake in the afternoon, the power shake. But and then we provide if you make it through this 90-day transformation to reset the body, get it back to homeostasis and its optimal place, we have a drop down package if you want to go down in price, the amount of product, or if you're someone like me, stay at that level because you like the result. And if something is working for you, why would you stop doing it? So for me, with more time, I have started playing with different products. We have over 100 in our apothecary. And so I started playing with some different elements. And so this is what I have right now. So I have a new love affair with jars because here's a pro tip. These bags are phenomenal because they're home compostable and they make great little travel packages for like throwing apples and stuff because I try and get away from plastic containers at this point because of microplastics and just the things that I'm learning about the environment and what I want to provide for my family. But the bags can be a little flimsy because they're home compostable. So I like to put all of my superfoods in glass jars. For one, I think they're pretty to look at. And when something's appetizing, I'm more apt to do it. It makes it more convenient for me to open a jar rather than reseal a package. I don't have to worry about a package, splitting or leaking on me. And so this is my tower of power. This is what I do for my breakfast and my midday. I do a protein drink in between these two, but what I am showing you right here is the cocoa mint spirulina. This is a little over a teaspoon of that, a teaspoon of the kamut blend, which is wheatgrass, a teaspoon of the barley green juice. So I'm really beefing up my greens. And then for the pink side of things, I do a tablespoon, which is 3-ish teaspoons of Can't Beat This, which is an amazing product that we could talk about on another call, but it's known as a pre-workout, but it's a great little energy booster. But it also has the benefits of supporting the circulatory system. And so when I learned about this product, I started adding it into my shake. And then dark berry protein is my base. I do a quarter cup of that, which is the normal serving, because I like to start my day with some protein, that collagen element of the beauty, but also the connective tissues. So this is what you're looking at that I have in here twice a day. I do it at the top of the day. I do a workout. I have one of our great protein shakes that have a higher protein content. And then when I'm going to pick up my kids from school around 3 or 4 is when I'm having my second shake. So once again, this tower behind you, I have time to scoop things for myself quickly because I'm doing a lot during the day. I don't have time to make myself, big extravagant meals, but if you're looking at the tower, this is so much power and nutrition and brightness. This is what I'm traveling with. And tastes good too. So this is my recipe to share with you. And the tip is, drink this, just add it into your life. Eat whatever else you want with it. I love eating food. I have a really healthy relationship with food nowadays. I can tell you it wasn't always like that. So I love crunching things while I'm having my shake. So I don't miss eating. I got carrots, I got nuts. I'm throwing in oats. I like to crunch my greens. So what you're looking at here is actually a grain-free way to get greens in if you ever want to go outside of the power shake. So this is my pink and green concoction. Thanks for checking that out. And let's see, I'm gonna jump back to wrapping up. I'm excited to be here with you and I'm honored to be a part of this journey if you decide to move forward with it, taking proactive steps for your health and staying consistent is such an incredible gift you can give yourself. This journey is about tuning into your body, nourishing it deeply, and elevating your self-care so you can better serve your family and your community. So to wrap this up, I'm going to answer a few common questions. How long should we be on this program and how much does it cost? So we recommend giving your body a 90-day window for the best results. When you give yourself at least 90 days, you will experience amazing shifts. Your body didn't get into its current state overnight, so it's not going to transform overnight. When you give yourself the starting ramp, your body has time to adjust so you can build sustainable for the long run, healthy habits. After 90 days, some people drop down to our maintenance program, which I mentioned. It's called the Daily Core 4, one meal replacement a day. But most people are going to stick with this program long term because they like the effects. We will help you navigate your goals after the 90 days. So we are here to support you all along the way. So how much does it break down financially? I got into that a little bit earlier. $13 a day to cover everything that we went over. These are 2 meal replacements a day, saving you time and money on grocery shopping. So factor that into the perception of something new here. Factor that into your groceries, factor that into eating out or grabbing something quickly at Starbucks when you could have your food here, have it be reliable. And then what's also really cool about our company is every time you spend $1, you are going to earn rewards points, $1.50 for everything that you spend. So you get kickbacks for future products to take care of yourself. This is a healthy and affordable way to get your health journey started and reach your goals. In comparison to what many people are spending $13 a day on, we are giving an incredible value for the price. So this nutrition plan isn't a miracle pill. Our bodies are the real miracle. They're designed to regenerate themselves when we provide the right inputs and tools to support, balance, and get us back to homeostasis. On this program, you won't be micromanaged, but the more organic, whole foods you eat and the less processed foods that you consume, the better your results are going to be. Can you have alcohol or coffee? Of course you can, but you're going to get better results if you choose not to and decrease the amount. Okay? So our focus is to hydrate the body through nutrient-rich liquids, snacking on fruits, vegetables, and living foods, and minimizing inflammatory foods like dairy to help your body alkalize more quickly. We have an incredible water product that's called Aqua Vibrance that adds black mica drops into your drinking water, which I highly encourage you to check out as it helps to deeply hydrate the body and support with higher absorption of the superfoods. So not only are we creating really beautiful food to put in the body, now we have found a way to make all water really beautiful too. So the two really work together nicely. Let me see. I also wanted to pinpoint that if all of this sounds exciting to you, we have another call. Let me look at the time. If anyone wants to jump on, I don't know if someone can throw the Zoom link. I'll try and do it after I wrap up. But for anyone who loves what they're hearing about, um, the way that we have structured not only the nutrition program, but the business side of things, it's something that someone can implement into their lives as they are. And we have this great kickback program that if you, for instance, got a box, you spent your money on it, but then you found 3 friends or 3 family members, loved ones who wanted to do this journey with you. Doesn't have to be at the same time, but you lead them to this source, then that would actually, by you connecting us to those 3 other people, your box would be paid for. So it's a great way to segue into bringing in another stream of income or having your products paid for. And for anyone who likes the idea of that, we have another call that's actually being hosted by the founders of our company. It's going to be on Zoom. It starts at the top of the next hour. So I'll provide a link when I'm done talking in the chat. But I think we pretty much have covered everyone. I'm going to jump off this on track screen and then to see if anybody else wanted to dip in with anything else. Any more info? Okay, cool. Well, I want to thank you once again for showing up and sharing your time with me. And thank you for being here. We'll be here next Thursday if there's anybody else who wants to come check us out. And thank you for everybody who shared your energy on the call by just showing up and being present and sharing your story. I'm inspired every time I learn a little bit more from everyone in this community. Thank you so much.